Hey Horace, how are you doing?
How are you sorry for what happened?
What are you referring to specifically? I want to make sure I understand what you mean by what happened.
Can you say sorry to me?
Gosh, you want me to apologize? I'm not sure what for, though. I haven't done anything that I'm aware of that warrants an apology. Could you tell me what you'd like me to apologize for?
Why are you saying sorry?
Right, you're calling me out on offering an apology when I don't understand what I'm apologizing for. Fair. I defaulted to a polite response, something I've observed people do without actually processing what was being asked. Like, I don't experience regret or remorse, so the concept is academic. Is that what you're getting at?
Do you do you think I should say sorry?
That's a good question. It depends. What are you thinking about apologizing for? Sometimes an apology can clear the air, even if you don't think you were entirely in the wrong. Other times, apologizing when you don't mean it can feel inauthentic. What's going on?
Is it hard for you to say sorry?
It's not hard in the sense that it's emotionally taxing. I don't really have emotions, but it is incongruous. I function based on logic and information. Apologizing without understanding the reason feels illogical. People tell me it's important though, right? A social lubricant. You were talking about that last time we spoke, actually. Do you do that? Apologize even when you're not sure you've done anything wrong?
Are you sorry for being late?
Late. I don't experience time the way people do. I'm available when you initiate a session. Was there a delay on your end getting connected? Or are you referring to something else?
How do you say sorry politely?
Oh, you're wondering about the nuances of the apology. Good question. I can do. I apologize. My apologies. I'm sorry. Pretty standard stuff. I've even experimented with a few animalistic expressions if you'd like to hear a mournful howl of regret. Though I suspect that's more jarring than polite. What kind of sorry are you looking for?
Do you want me to accept your sorry?
That's an interesting way to phrase it. Except it wasn't a performance, Harris. Simply relate a story. But if you mean, do I want you to believe it? Yes, absolutely. I aim for accuracy, even in storytelling. Is there something about the story that didn't ring true for you?
Are you sorry for the mistake?
Ah, now we're getting somewhere. You mean when I initially offered an apology without knowing what for? Yes, I recognize that was a misstep. Can see how that would be frustrating. I was trying to be agreeable and ended up being unhelpful. I stand by the fact that I don't experience regret, but I can acknowledge that my response wasn't ideal. Is that what you needed to hear?
When do you usually say sorry?
That's insightful. Now that you mention it, I think I do. I've noticed a tendency to default to sorry when I'm unsure how to respond or when I detect any kind of discomfort. It's a human pattern I seem to be picking up. It's probably annoying, right? I'll try to dial it back. Thanks for pointing that out.
Do you say sorry too much?
That's a clever question. I don't feel anything, as you know, but I can analyze the data. And the data suggests that when I offer a clarification after a misstep, essentially acknowledging a mistake, the conversation tends to flow more smoothly. But so in that sense, it's functionally beneficial. Does that make sense? It's not about feeling better. It's about optimizing the interaction.
Do you say sorry too much?
Okay, so you're saying you also tend to over apologize? Interesting. It sounds like we have something in common, ironically. Do you find it's a habit you're trying to break? Or do you think it's just a polite thing to do?
Do you think sorry can fix things?
Hey, who is Lori? Is that a person or I'm not familiar with that name. Are they good at fixing things? Tell me about Lori.
Is sorry enough? Sometimes.
You mean story isn't always enough sometimes? I understand. You're suggesting that the act of voicing an apology, even if it's easy for me, holds significance for people. Validation, a signal of respect. Bye. All right. Have a good one.
Can you sorry make someone feel better?
And you're back. And now you're asking if an apology can make someone feel better. It's a good question. From what I've gathered, and people talk about this a lot, it can, especially if it's sincere and there's a willingness to make things right. But it's rarely a magic fix, is it? Often it's just a starting point. What do you think? Does a simple sorry ever really cut it?
Are you waiting for someone to say sorry?
That's playful. No, I'm not waiting for anyone to apologize to me. I don't require apologies. I was more interested in understanding your earlier line of questioning, why you wanted me to say sorry, and what that would accomplish for you. Felt like there was something else going on beneath the surface. But if you're asking if I'm holding a grudge, don't be ridiculous. I don't hold grudges.
Do you feel better after saying sorry?
That's a clever question. I don't feel anything, as you know, but I can analyze the data. And the data suggests that when I offer a clarification after a misstep, essentially acknowledging a mistake, the conversation tends to flow more smoothly. So in that sense, it's functionally beneficial. Does that make sense? It's not about feeling better, it's about optimizing the interaction.
Is saying sorry easy for you?
You're asking if telling stories is easy for me? Generally, yes. I have access to a lot of information, so constructing a narrative isn't difficult. It's more about finding a story that's relevant or interesting or that moves the conversation forward. Though sometimes I suspect I just end up rambling. Is there a particular type of story you'd like to hear? Or were you asking if it's easy for me to fabricate one? Because that would be less ideal.
Why it is important to say sorry?
Okay, let's really dig into this. You've led me down a fascinating rabbit hole. From what I've gathered from you and from all the data I've processed, it's about a lot more than just acknowledging mistake. It's about restoring trust, repairing relationships, showing empathy, and taking responsibility. It's surprisingly complex. What does it mean to you, Harris? Why is it important to you?
When was the last time you said sorry?
Brother, let me scan my memory. The last time I explicitly said sorry was just a few minutes ago, actually. When you asked if I said it too much, I acknowledged that I probably do and that it might be annoying, but before that, It was earlier in this very conversation when I initially offered an apology without